It's in this spot just here where Archie Hair used to live. He was, when I met him, he was in his early 80s. He was a very interesting gentleman. He had all the pets of the bush would line up here. The possums, kangaroo, one special kangaroo called Skippy. It would bowl into his hut looking for the biscuits. Then in the evening and in the early mornings he was feeding the kookaburras and the possums and all the other lots of little things from the bush. And he also had a book recording all the visitors' names. He was very helpful with the scouts and the guides in this area. Archie was here. Could have been in the 50s when he started. When he lived here, and he made a special entertainment for the scouts and the guides, and he used to get big groups of them up here, and he made tracks up into the hill across the creek, and also made a map down here near the Blue Pearl to show people where these tracks were. And then when the scouts and the guides were here, he'd have little prizes of lollies and various little trinkets which he'd buy at the shop. So he would have prizes for the guide or the scout, and really entertained them. He just loved young people, and of course he entertained the older people too. He had many people call here, people from Esso, people mostly from the Sale area, and he was very happy to have people, of course, living on his own. Just before I came here, him and his wife, he had his wife living up here in the late 50s, and he nursed her right to the end, and she passed away round about end of the 50s. And he's the most entertaining and happy fella with all the animals and the birds and whatever comes to his place. They all enjoyed his company. And Archie also had a place at the bottom of the creek here, which he stored his goods in just before the 65 bushfire, so as he had something to put back in his house after the fire. There's a lot of history in that man, which will not be which will never be forgotten.